morning. Today is Wednesday, October 28th. It's trunk or treat tonight. And our I Can for Math says I can find the missing side of my shape and answer the question. All right, so we've got 4 problems to do in our notebook, and then we're going to start something a little bit new just so you can preview tomorrow. Our first question says, I am a rectangle. So I'm going to draw a rectangle. With one side of 8 centimeters and the perimeter equals 28 centimeters. The question says, what is the area? All right, so this is what we have to find. What is the area? Well, I'm going to have to use that area formula, but right now I don't have enough information to do that because I don't know the area and I don't know both sides. I only know one side. So let's use this perimeter information to find our missing side first. I heard the word perimeter. That makes me think the rim around the outside edge. I'm going to write the formula. Perimeter equals length plus width plus width. Perimeter, we know the P equals 28, so I can put the 28 there. 28 equals, do I know what the length is? Yeah, it's 8. 8 plus 8 plus W, because we don't know the top and the bottom. Those are our variables, they're missing. Well, I know what 8 plus 8 is. 8 plus 8 is 16. So I rewrite the whole thing. 28 equals 16 plus width. Now I still can't figure this out because I've got 16 with my variables. So I'm going to subtract 16 from this side. I'm going to subtract 16 from this side. That gives me none left. That's just 0. 8 minus 6 is 2. I have 12 left. 12 equals my width plus my width. What plus the same thing gives me 12? I need the same number plus the same number. 6. 6 plus 6 equals 12. So I know the top is 6 and the bottom is 6. I solved for my variable. And a too fast 4th grader would say, Miss Kirsten, 6 is the answer. But no. It wants to know what the area is. Well, to find the area, now that I have both sides, I can find that easy. Area equals length times width. Area equals 8 times 6. Area equals 48 centimeters squared. And they're squared because the area is talking about the space, the area on the inside. Okay, when we talked about perimeter, it was just centimeters. But when I talk about the area, they're square centimeters. I'm counting how many squares are on the inside. Not so bad. All right, moving on to number 2. Here we go. Number 2 says, we have a rectangle with one side of 10. So I drew my rectangle. I have one side of 10. And it told me that the area equals 50 centimeters squared. But the question is asking, what is the perimeter? Well, let's look at our shape. I know one side. Well, if I know this side, I know another side, don't I? Yeah, I know this side over here. All right, so we know this side, and I know this side, but I don't know the top or the bottom. Well, let's use what we do know. We do know the area, so let's not worry about the answer right now. Let's write the area formula. Area equals length times width. Do I know what the area is? Yes, it's 50. 50 equals 10 times the width. 10 times what number equals 50? 10 times 5 equals 50. And my missing side is 5. So now I can fill this in. And again, a too fast fourth grader would say, Miss Kirsten, the answer is 5. Miss Allen, I got it right, it's 5. You made a mistake. But we didn't. This side is 5, but the question says, what is the perimeter? So now I need to use the perimeter formula. Perimeter equals length plus width plus width. Do I know what the perimeter is? No. So it's still a p because it's a variable. I don't know it. But I know the length. 10 plus 10 plus 5 plus 5. 10 plus 10 is 20. 5 plus 5 is 10. Remember, we're going to write that every time. Perimeter equals 30 chickens? No, 30 centimeters. Now, should it be centimeters squared or just regular centimeters? If you said regular centimeters, you're right, because the perimeter is talking about the rim, the edge. The area is talking about the squares in the middle. Nice job. All right, here's number 3. Then I'm going to show you something new. We're going to start tomorrow. Here's number 3. We have a rectangle. And they tell us that one side is 8. And I don't know the other side, but I know the area equals 32 square units. I need to find out what is the perimeter. So I'm going to start with what I know. I don't know the perimeter, and I can't find it because I don't have both sides. So let's just pretend that's not down there for right now. It tells me the area equals 32, and I know one of the sides, so I'm going to start with that formula. Area equals length times width. 32 equals 8 times something or another. We don't know what that question mark is going to be. 8 times what equals 32? 8 times 4 equals 32. And 4 is the question mark. So this missing side up here is 4, which means this missing side is 4. Now can I find the perimeter? Yes, the perimeter means I'm going to add all the way around. So perimeter equals length plus width plus width. Perimeter equals 8 plus 8 plus 4 plus 4. Perimeter equals 16 plus 8. Perimeter equals, and if you don't know it this way, you can always stack them and add them to be accurate. More important that you get it right and take your time instead of doing it fast, okay? 24 units. Plain old units because it's the perimeter. It's talking about around the edge, not talking about the area in the middle. All right, so this is really good practice on missing sides. Let me just show you one like we're going to do tomorrow so that we can get it in our head. Tomorrow, you are going to need 2 highlighters or 2 crayons or 2 colored pencils, but you're going to need 2 of them, and they have to be a different color. Because this is what we're doing tomorrow. This is your little sneak peek. This is called an irregular shape. Irregular just means it doesn't look like all the rest of the shapes that we do. I often think about irregular shapes like really fancy swimming pools at fancy hotels. So I might make a swimming pool that looks like this. There we go. That's a fancy pool. It's got a shallow end down here, and then there's sometimes little floaties that go across the middle to keep the little kids out of the deep end, and then this is the deep area. All right, so this is our swimming pool. And I'm going to tell you that there's 2 meters on the top, 7 meters on the bottom, 5 meters over here, 4 meters right here, and 6 meters right here. Now that looks hard, doesn't it? So just watch me do this one if this one feels overwhelming. No big deal. Tomorrow we're going to all be writing them. I'm going to start by highlighting all of the lines that go the same direction. So look, this one goes sideways, also known as horizontal. This one goes sideways, and this one goes sideways. And actually, if you think about it, it makes sense that if 7's the big piece, 5 plus 2 equals 7, right? That's how it's going to work every time. So watch, I get my other highlighter. I know that this chunk equals 6. I know that this chunk equals 4. What would this big chunk equal? If I've got a little piece that equals 6 and a little piece that equals 4, what's going to come over here? If you said 10 meters, you are right. I just did 6 plus 4. All the 2 little sides have to add up to the big side. 2 plus 5 equals 7. 4 plus 6 equals 10. Another way I sometimes think about it is I think about riding an elevator. You could ride an elevator up to the roof of a hotel, right? I could ride up all 10 floors. Or I could walk up 4 flights of stairs, hang out for a little while, and then walk up 6 more, and I would still land on the roof, right? So either way, the longest side equals the total of the 2 short sides. Now what we're going to be doing tomorrow is I'm going to split my pool, and I'm going to call this shape A and this shape B. And we want to find the area of this shape. So what I would need to do is I would need to find the area of A, and I would need to find the area of B. So the area for shape A, I look at it and I say, I'm just looking at this little square over here. Little square, little square. So area equals length times width. Area equals 6 times 2. Area equals 12 meters squared. All right. We're going to stop here for today. Tomorrow we'll pick up with this, but this is just your preview, okay? Do a nice job on your work. Have a good day.